Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vaughn Hillman, and I'm currently a freshman at the George Washington University in D.C. I've been a member of this church my whole life, and I was a part of the youth group from 7th grade all the way through senior year last year, and it is so wonderful to be back here this morning with all of you. The Sunday before this past winter break, my roommate and I made the trek out to All Souls Unitarian Church in Columbia Heights, which I'm sure a few of you have been to, and if you haven't, it is beautiful. You should all go. The service was impeccably well timed. The Reverend talked about how to keep your soul intact during the holidays. Not only that, but in this world where we are constantly moving and thinking and investing our time in the future, we forget to be here now. We forget to appreciate the little things that are in each moment and to take time out of our busy schedules to do what we love simply because they make us happy. He closed his sermon with a sentence I think we can all find meaning in. Somehow, we lose our souls in the white noise of our lives. With finals coming up that week, it was not a challenge for my friend and I to relate to this feeling. I've learned college is like that. The work is hard. Yes, the many hours I have spent in the library can attest to that. But even more so, everything about college is new. New environments, new people, new experiences, and new routines. It's overwhelming, and at times it can seem like a bit much. And on that particular Sunday morning, I was struggling to see past what I knew was going to be a hard week ahead. But sitting there in that church, I felt at peace. I was comfortable because regardless of the fact that I was surrounded by 100 strangers, and the wooden pew I was sitting on was not quite as cushioned as our lovely purple chairs, everything was familiar. It was in that moment I realized I was singing along to Spirit of Life, one of, if not my favorite hymn, and I was crying. For the first time in a while, I knew I could let go of all the anxiety and pressure and craziness that is a college kid's life, and I could breathe. I am thankful for that moment and for all of the many moments I have had over this past year that reaffirm my love of this faith. It makes me think about all of you and this church and everything it has given me. I would not be who I am or doing what I am doing without the loving, understanding, accepting, and motivating community that is MLUC. I've been taught to challenge myself in all aspects of my life and to embrace the world with open arms and an open mind. I was raised to be passionate about everything I do and speak up and stand up for what I believe is right. I have the confidence and the moral lens to help navigate this new stage in my life, and I am not scared to take risks. I know that I speak for all my fellow youth right here in this church, out in college, and beyond, when I thank you for your continual commitment to molding and supporting young minds and young lives. When asked why MLUC is important to me, it was not hard to see that this place has become my home base, my stepping stone, my cheerleader, and an unwavering source of comfort, understanding, and acceptance that will continue to serve me beyond my time physically under this roof. I implore you all to think about what this community means to you and how it has impacted your lives. I'm sure my story is one of many, and at this particular time, it is important to give that love back to this church. That Sunday morning in All Souls reminded me that this faith and this community will always be with me, and I hope it can continue to provide that for many years of youth to come. Thank you.